Hello, friends. It's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. This show is dedicated to those of us who are people-oriented people who love humans and connection. We don't have patience for technology, algorithms, and SEO, search engine optimization, let alone patience for technology. What we do have patience for, however, is understanding people, getting to know people, and making real connections. So if that's you, then you're in the right place. That's what this show is dedicated to. Now, I want to talk about investing in people. Investing in people. It's an interesting thought in marketing. I think maybe at face value, we could be like, oh, of course, investing in people. But if we dig a little deeper into how most marketing is taught, it goes into things like Facebook ads are a great example of this. We look at ads, funnels, conversion numbers, and we kind of look at the whole number. And we make these, we don't know names, we don't know the first names of people, and we just kind of evaluate whether an ad campaign is successful, whether it converts or not. Did it produce a result? Did it get me a sale, right? Sometimes it also can look, if you're not into Facebook ads, it can just look like, well, did anybody like it? We can look at how many likes, but we don't know the name, and we can see the names of the people who liked or reacted to our posts, for example, but we don't know them necessarily. I've seen a lot of people even, they'll do social media posts and people will comment on their posts, but then they don't come back and respond to the comment, right? So someone with a name actually left you a feedback. They left you a comment and then you didn't respond. You didn't engage. And so there are a lot of patterns, old school patterns in marketing where we don't think of people as having names. We're not even looking for the person, we're looking for the sale. Does that make sense? And if the sale doesn't happen, we don't care about the person, right? Seth Godin said years ago, and I love this, Seth Godin has been very instrumental in my thinking about marketing. He said, don't find people for your products, find products for your people. Don't find people for your products, find products for your people. I love this because it's a people-first approach to business and marketing, right? And growing up, so to speak, in the business world, I'm not sure I had that clear. I'm not sure I really had that dialed. I think I had it the other way around. I think I got caught up in the game of marketing and the game of building things and trying to creating things, products, services, creating something and be like, hey, world, look at this thing I have. Who wants it? Hey, world, look at this great stuff I created. Who wants it? And that's easy to do. You know, it's kind of like, makes me think of when we were kids and we're like, hey, mom, hey, dad, look at me. Hey, look at me. Hey, look what I made. Hey, look at this thing. And we're so connected to the thing we created, which I get that because it's a self-expression for us. We're like, oh my God, I poured my sweat and tears into this product and service. Or I spent all these years in life to learn these distinctions and see life a certain way. Now that I have it, hey, who wants it? And it's a little backwards in the tribal economy, which is where we are now. We're no longer in the information age. We've moved past that. Now we're in the tribal economy. And in the tribal economy, it's not, you have to be a people first business, I believe. I think it's a people first approach. And once you find your people, now you can start to figure out what your people really need. What are they interested in? Where are they stuck? Where do they want to go? And when you figure that out, you can start to actually come alongside of them and market with them and for them, not to them and at them, right? This isn't interruption marketing where we're trying to bother people, manipulate people, right? Spam people. This is tribal economy marketing where what we're doing is we're coming alongside of people and saying, how can I support you? How can I help you? But in order to do that, you have to know the person. I mean, specifically, like, what is their name? Where are they stuck? And then you start to find additional people that have names, real individuals, right? Real humans, individuals with names, and you get to know them. And as you start to build this tribe, if you will, these people that you really resonate with and connect with, then you can start to build products and services that actually support them. And what you'll find when you do that is you actually find support for you supporting them, right? When people feel seen, when people feel understood, they invite your support. They invite it. They're like, thank you. Like, can I jump into your next program? Because there's trust there, and they know that you're not swindling them. They know, and if your products are good, if they've added value, then people go, wow, it's really good. Like, I want to stay in this relationship with you. I want to keep on the journey with you. Right? So, if we had to think of like a principle here, it would really be about, it's a people first. Marketing is a people first practice. It's a people first approach to business, right? That is marketing in the tribal economy. So that being said, here are some ways that started to shape my actions. If I look at what I'm now doing in marketing, there are a couple specific things that I'm doing. One, I am running Facebook ads. I'm taking clips of this show, right? And 1 minute to 3 minute clips, and I'm running them as Facebook ads to people who and it's a generic people. I don't know their name, right? But I'm running it to see who's interested. And the way I'm measuring who's interested is people who are watching a certain percent of my videos. I'm like, who am I connecting with? Who's resonating with this message, right? Most people, I think the average view time of an ad is like 6 seconds for me. 6 seconds is the average time. But I'm not interested in the 6-second viewers. That's not what I'm after. And see, some people will evaluate their Facebook ads and be like, oh, well, we got to get our average view time up. Our average view time is only 6 seconds. What can we do? Well, let's make our ads shorter. Let's make them 30-second ads so that we're getting way more 50% views, for example. And what you're missing when you try to play numbers rather than trying to connect with people is that you skew towards the number, but you miss the relationship. So good for you. You increased your number of 50% views because you played with tactics. You trimmed the amount of time your clips were, right? You served up shorter video clips so you could get better numbers, but you missed the relationship of the people who really wanted to connect with your message. So that is one place where I'm going to work right now, is running ads in order to see who is watching a decent percentage of a video, with the assumption that they're interested at least in the conversation. And if they keep connecting with my content, maybe they're interested in me too. So that is me investing in the relationship. I'm investing in the person. And if they watch enough of the videos, maybe they reach out to me, and now we actually can have a conversation. Now I can actually see, how can I help you? I'm interested in the person. What I'm after is the human that has a real name, they're a specific person with a real life. That's what I'm after. I'm not after the generic number. I'm actually after a relationship with a person that wants to receive help and support in getting after their dreams and their goals. So that's the first way I'm investing in a relationship. Now, here's the second one that I'm investing in people. And this has been a new one for me, but it's been very fun. I love this. And that is sponsoring things. Looking for people that I admire and respect and investing in them. Investing in them and their efforts, right? Example, there is a podcast called the Flawed Females Podcast. The Flawed Females Podcast. And it's spicy, gang. Like, listen, it's not for the faint of heart, right? If you can't handle real and raw and transparent content, right? You might blush a little in this podcast. But here's what I love about what Rachel O'Rourke and Lizzie, I can't remember your last name. What Rachel and Lizzie do in this podcast, right, is really start to shed light on and speak to the things that women wrestle with on a day-to-day basis. And I love that, because if you've heard any of my stuff on what I believe about the divine feminine and feminine energy rising in the world to meet the masculine, because we've led with our masculine energy as a world for so long. It's part of industry. It's part of growth and expansion, right? There's a lot of masculine energy in the expansion of things. But it's been, I think, anemic in the feminine. And as the nurturing and the spirit-filled feminine starts to rise, I really believe that the world will feel more balanced, right? It'll be more connected to itself. You can see, this is a side note, right? But you can see this just in how humanity's behaving with each other. There's a lot of fighting, and I think it's good in that it's the breakdown before the breakthrough, right? Like it's agitating itself. It's getting, it's great. Politics are a perfect place to look, right? Like things are just getting agitated more so than they were. People who were checked out are now checking in, and people are having a voice, and things are rising, right? Like so that's good. We're in the breakdown before the breakthrough. But what I love about what Rachel and Lizzie are doing with the show is they're starting to have conversations where I think it's making it safe and okay and acceptable to talk about the things that for so long culturally were just not okay to talk about. Like that there was some cultural agreement that we don't talk about these things, and they're talking about it. And I think so I've sponsored their podcast, right? I sponsored their podcast. The first episode I sponsored came out today. And I think they're like episode, I don't know how many episodes, 23, maybe 24, maybe they're in the 30s by now. But I'm investing in Rachel and Lizzie, and I'm investing in their work with women. And that feels important to me. That feels valuable to me. And so, I don't know, right? Like, I don't know what that, I'm sponsoring it. So, it is a marketing thing, if you want to say it that way. It's a marketing thing, sure. But I'm not investing in a conversion rate because I don't know what that is. I'm investing in somebody I believe in. So another way to invest in people, one, which the first one I showed you was Facebook ads, and trying to find who comes through my videos that I can actually get to know them by their name. Like, I want to know that person. And the second one is finding people that you believe in and investing in them financially. Like financially investing in them. Saying, I support you in what you're up to. So, as you go out into the world this week and you're thinking about marketing, what I want you to play with and practice with isn't just how can I get more people to like my posts and interact with my stuff, but how can I embrace and adopt a people first approach? How can I get to know the names of the people I'm trying to reach? Because that's what this is about. This is about individuals with real names that you're going to help and support, not generic numbers and conversion ratios. All right. Okay, gang, if you want to learn how to connect with people through marketing this way, so you can actually get to know real people, I believe all of that starts by knowing the conversation you want to lead in the world, because that's how people know if you're for them or not. And the way that you do that is by leading a conversation. I've created a free course that starts this conversation with you, this marketing for the rest of us conversation. And it is at groundswellmethod.com, groundswellmethod.com. You can see the link in the comments. You can go there. It's 5 videos, just over 90 minutes. And it definitely lets you into this whole perspective, this whole paradigm shift of marketing in the tribal economy. Okay. So there you have it, gang. Until tomorrow when I go live again, have a great night.